Hello guys, what's up? Remember those epic Saturday mornings when we'd eagerly wait for America's most celebrated military heroes to kick some bad guy butt? Yes, I'm talking about the legendary G.I Joe team, which kept viewers on the edge since the 1960s. This group of diverse commandos came with a promise of timeless adventure and one-of-a-kind experience. But have you ever wondered, what would the team do without its badass female fighter, Shana O'Hara, aka Scarlet? Honestly, G.I Joe wouldn't have been this big a success without our superwoman who held everyone together. How about we meet this squad's most iconic fighter, Shana O'Hara? Let's get started. But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Another move and I'll...
Or you'll do what, snake breath?
Who is Shana O'Hara, aka Scarlet? Here is an interesting trivia bit about Scarlet. The character originally comes from the Hasbro toy line and not from the Marvel comics. She rose to fame as one of the few original creations from the expanded Hasbro collection and made her debut in the comics in 1982 in the first issue of G.I Joe, a real American superhero. Scarlett's story and role in both the comic and toy line was developed by Larry Hama, who confessed to using his wife as an influence. And here we are, waiting for flowers. Shana M. O'Hara, our very own Scarlet, was born in Atlanta, Georgia. She grew up in a family where her father and 3 older brothers were martial arts instructors. She started training at the age of 9, quickly showing a natural talent for martial arts, and earned her black belt by the time she was 15. However, unlike her strong bond with her father and brothers, she didn't get along well with her sister Shaban, and the two drifted apart over the years. Scarlet grew patriotic with time and enlisted in the Army and received extensive military education while receiving training sessions in Marine Sniper School, Covert Ops School, Special Air Service School, and the Marine Taekwondo Symposium. She has also competed in numerous martial arts championships and is certified as an Army hand-to-hand combat trainer. After finishing her training, she joined the intelligence department, which caught the eye of Hawk and Stalker, who were then recruiting for the G.I Joe team. Scarlet is skilled in various weapons, including the XK-1 power crossbow and martial arts tools like garrote, throwing stars, and K-bar. Often appearing in flashbacks as a weapons and hand-to-hand combat instructor for the early G.I Joe team, it was revealed that Scarlet was chosen to avoid enemy suspicion. Her time with the CIA helped her to collect information on Cobra, G.I Joe's most formidable adversary. While her primary role in the team was counterintelligence, her secondary military specialty has always been classified in her file cards. She made her debut in the G.I Joe, a Real American Heroes first issue in 1982, titled Operation Lady Doomsday. The story follows Cobra kidnapping America's top nuclear physicist, Dr. Adele Burkhart. In came the G.I Joe team to save her and protect America's nuclear secrets. 2 groups comprised the team, one for strong assault and the other for insertion. However, Burkhart was just a ruse to draw the Joe team into a trap. The Cobra commander never meant to extract any information from her. Scarlet and Snake Eyes were locked up in the same room as Cobra Commander. The commander then explains that Burkhart and he would flee aboard an aircraft that will be released by a timer, but this timer was actually a bomb. Burkhart was shot by Cobra Commander, but Scarlet quickly threw a shuriken, striking his hand. With fewer than 5 minutes left on the bomb's countdown, the Joes stole a helicopter and escaped. The Joes thus successfully stopped Cobra from obtaining America's nuclear files in spite of the deceit. This issue clearly revealed that Scarlet's value within the G.I Joe was indeed solidified by her swift thinking and smart choices made during difficult missions. Scarlet was consistently portrayed as an athletic woman with a curvy body and a charming face. Her long auburn hair and striking blue eyes complemented her dynamic appearance. When gearing up for action, she donned a gray, sometimes purple, full-length bodysuit which covered her from from neck to toe. She also wore a tan one-piece leotard over the suit with matching tan gloves and high-heeled boots, which had side pockets. A girl will always need her pockets, right? Her leotard featured an orange or somewhat red pad on the right shoulder in a checked pattern. She completed the look with a utility belt. Her gloves were equipped with shuriken on the back, and she carried a small holdout pistol on the inside of her right wrist. Initially, Scarlet wore a tan helmet when she joined the Joes, but she eventually stopped using it. She was praised for her loyalty, resilience, and bravery. Her sharp sense of humor helped her to fit in with the G.I Joe team, which was mostly male. Over time, she developed a rebellious streak and even went off the books to protect her friends. Scarlet's spirit of patriotism and military skills made her an indispensable member of the team. Marvelous story arc of Scarlet. Scarlet had a commendable narrative arc in the Marvel Universe, proving what a powerful and important character she was. Snake Eyes Origins. Scarlet's first assignment in the G.I Joe team, as we can see from the flashbacks, was to work as a hand-to-hand combat instructor. Here, she first met Snake Eyes and was impressed by his talents, moral code, and integrity, leading to their close friendship. However, Snake Eyes' disfigurement was linked to Scarlet. Tough love, huh? During a mission in the Middle East, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Grunt, and Rock and Roll were responsible for rescuing George Strawwhacker from a terrorist organization, Cobra. A helicopter malfunction forced a crash landing and trapping Scarlet inside. Snake Eyes stayed with her, suffering his disfigurement from an exploding window. Despite his injuries, Snake Eyes had no regrets, and their bond grew stronger. The Snake Eyes Trilogy. When Snake Eyes decided to undergo a facial reconstruction surgery, an unexpected incident occurred. The Baroness attacked the hospital with Cobra forces, believing Snake Eyes to be responsible for her brother's death. Scarlet, who was by Snake Eyes' side, got shot in the head by the Baroness and fell into a coma. When she was declared brain dead, her sister Saban agreed to take her off life support. Miraculously, Scarlet recovered and reunited with Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes and the Ninja Force in issue 135. In this issue, Scarlet pretended to leave the team, but it was actually a ruse to infiltrate Cobra and target the Baroness and Destro. Snake Eyes was aware of the plan and staged an attack. He superficially wounded Scarlet to maintain the deception. However, a Cobra assassin discovered that Scarlet was a double agent, knowing Snake Eyes would never miss a kill. A letter from Snake Eyes. As G.I Joe headquarters was being decommissioned, Snake Eyes received a letter from Sean Collins, the adopted son of his war companion, Wade Collins. In the note, Sean expressed his desire to enlist in the army. While Snake Eyes was writing a heartfelt response, he was interrupted by Scarlet for the flag ceremony. IDW Series. IDW Publishing continued the Marvel Comics storyline with a new series starting at issue 155.5, written by Larry Hama. It replaced previous Image and Devil's Due publishing continuities. G.I Joe, A Real American Hero, issue 156. Duke arrived near Snake Eyes' cabin in the Sierra Nevada and spotted a crashed Jeep with the letters to Shana O'Hara. 3 red ninjas equipped with night vision goggles, machine guns, and swords attacked them. Duke quickly killed 2, while Scarlet's crossbow arrow took out the 3rd. Scarlet warned Duke of more ninjas heading to the cabin, and boy, she was right. Scarlet's new story arc explored. Scarlet is a limited series by Skybound Entertainment and Imagine Comics. Kelly Thompson is the story writer, and the pilot issue hit the stands in June 2024. The team of creators bringing Scarlet to life is practically new, with Marco Ferrari serving as the artist and Lee Loffridge as the colorist. Let's explore the story. Scarlet was swimming on an island off the coast of Monaco in the opening sequence. She left her military tactical outfit behind upon reaching the beach and changed into a green party dress. She then went to a magnificent mansion on the island for her given task. Her purse, which acted as both a communication device and camera, was the only source of contact with the headquarters while she was on spy duty. As she mingled around the party, Scarlet finds hostages in a place but is told to ignore all this and stay on count for buyers and collect evidence solely. Then, off in the distance, Scarlet spotted a slender young Asian female wearing a red dress and a tattoo she recognized, thus confirming her identity as Jinx. A fight started between Jinx and security at the mansion. Through this all, Scarlet continued to keep the headquarters updated, asking numerous times if she should engage, and she is told not to. Despite these orders, Scarlet moved in to take out a few of the security people. Jinx rescued a hostage. Scarlet radioed headquarters about the changing situation. Then, after further orders to stand down, she moved in to help secure the hostages. Later, back in Washington, D.C., Scarlet is cut out of the mission by her CO, Major Gorman, who told her that her contract will not be renewed because she did not follow orders. At home, she found a man, Stalker, waiting for her. He questioned her about the mission report and her relationship with Jinx, who seemingly vanished 2 years ago. She told him that they were very close and exchanged unique coded messages. Stalker revealed that Jinx had been sent on a mission to infiltrate Clan Arashikage and never came back. He thus asked Scarlet for assistance to find her. Stalker then told her that he was partially trained by Clan Arashikage and also mentioned about weapons in the mission. A helicopter appeared piloted by Mr. Harlan Moore, aka Snowjob. Scarlet praised Snowjob's prowess to Stalker and told him that Jinx knew him pretty well too. Scarlet was then flown into the area by Snowjob and landed outside a Japanese mansion dojo complex, a structure heavily armed by uniformed guards. She found one of Jinx's coded messages on a wall and followed this message, fighting dozens of ninjas. She did that pretty easily. She came to an interior wall behind which she faced the Grandmaster, Hardmaster. Fearless, Scarlet jumped over the wall effortlessly and fought the ninjas. Her fighting skills had been depicted in an incredible 2-page spread. She then went to the Hardmaster and volunteered to take her in. We can very briefly see a sword heading at Scarlet's head, ending the issue. She lied in the snow, and readers did not know if she lives or not. The series reiterated that Scarlet is relentless, tough with profound commitment. Wherever she went, she carried it with rebelliousness and sheer willpower that would let her stand where she wanted to be. Exploring Shana O'Hara, aka Scarlet's abilities and powers. Scarlet was extremely physically fit and proficient in a variety of weapons. She was not just skilled with guns, but also very good hand-to-hand fighter. She was skilled in several facets of military operations, including tactics and intelligence gathering, in addition to fighting. Her time on the team also gave her a variety of talents, such as dogfighting. She was a highly skilled special operator, an army warrior with a remarkable academic record. She graduated from advanced infantry and ranger schools. Her vast military experience included instruction in many different areas, such as survival, parachuting, mountaineering, and infiltration. Armed with these various skills, including the MAC-10 submachine pistol and the M14 rifle, Scarlet was a special fighter indeed. In addition to her skill with arms, she was a strong hand-to-hand combatant and a master of disguise, which made her a versatile and deadly asset in any mission. Arsenal of Shana O'Hara, aka Scarlet. Scarlet's favorite weapon was the XK-1 power crossbow, which was extremely accurate and could fire a variety of bullets. She usually also carried a 9mm handgun, military-grade knife, a set of shuriken, and at least one grenade. Her broad arsenal guaranteed that she was prepared to tackle any combat situation with flexibility and expertise. Alternate versions of Scarlet explored. Over time, Scarlet's popularity shot through the roof. She became the ultimate choice for creators and consequently appeared as alternate versions of herself in various storylines. Let's take a look into her wide characterization. G.I Joe Reloaded. Scarlet's backstory came to light in G.I Joe Reloaded in a separate plot from the main series. Transformers G.I Joe. Despite not being part of the main plot, Scarlet made an appearance in this series, which was consistent with her usual character depiction. Sigma 6. Scarlet featured in a 6-issue miniseries based on the Sigma 6 television series, in which her character underwent major changes. She became more stern and level-headed. She also took on the role of a second-in-command to Duke and switched from her spying to helicopter piloting. Danger Girl G.I Joe. After Danger Girl characters were acquired by IDW, a crossover series with G.I Joe was started. The narrative opened with Scarlet and Flint engaged in an aerial combat. They were later shot down while transporting a cargo of missiles, which Cobra captured and imprisoned them. While under Cobra's control, they came across an undercover officer, Abby Chase, but were unaware of her real identity. In another scene, the US president gave the Joe team an order to stand down and refrain from rescuing their colleagues after arriving on the USS Flag. Zorana's disguise as the president was blown by the Danger Girl squad, who worked with the other female Joes, namely CoverGirl, Lady Jane, and Jinx, to save Scarlet and Flint. There were 3 teams sent out, one to Moscow to stop Firefly, another to Beijing to halt Major Blood, and the third to the Cobra base. Scarlet and Flint were saved in time by a rescue squad that included Stalker, Snake Eyes, and Lowlight. While Sydney Savage, CoverGirl, and Roadblock stopped Firefly, Jinx, Johnny Barracuda, and Sonya Savage foiled Major Blood's schemes in Beijing. Another missile that was aimed against the USS Flag was found, and Silicon Valerie, Duke, and Lady J neutralized it. Storm Shadow fought Snake Eyes at the Cobra base, but the group escaped after demolishing the base and reunited on the USS Flag. Mind-blowing appearance of Scarlet in other forms of media. Scarlet has appeared in various media adaptations, starting from big screen portrayals to animated television series and even direct-to-DVD releases. Here's an overview of her roles across different platforms. Movies. Scarlet was prominently featured in the 2009 film G.I Joe, The Rise of Cobra, portrayed by Rachel Nichols. She also appeared in several direct-to-DVD releases, including G.I Joe, Valor vs. Venom, and G.I Joe, Spy Troops. Television. Scarlet made several animated TV series appearances for G.I Joe. She was a major character in the original Sunbow series from the 1980s, retaining the rough, strong, and wise image from the comics. She was skilled in hand-to-hand fighting and wielded her trademark crossbow. In the absence of Flint or Duke, Scarlet led the team, which was a slight departure from the comics. She was voiced by B.J. Ward. Scarlet also made a cameo in 5 episodes of DIC's animated G.I Joe series. However, her costume color was somewhat different here. She was also featured in the G.I Joe Resolute miniseries and the G.I Joe Sigma 6 series. In G.I Joe Renegades, Scarlet was an undercover officer who was suspicious of Cobra's apparent kindness. She was trained in martial arts and computers and skilled with her high-tech crossbow. Her attempt to learn more about Cobra's actual nature initiated the chain of events that transformed the group into the Renegades. Marvelous verdict. Okay guys, we have reached the end of today's video. If you think Scarlet is only known for her fighting skills, then my friends, you are wrong. She has grown to be a pop culture icon and has inspired a lot of merchandise, whether as action figures, clothing, or people dressed up as her at cosplay events. Scarlet has spread the fervor of resilience and loyalty. In my opinion, Scarlet evokes a sense of women empowerment across this comic universe. As G.I Joe continues to evolve, Scarlet remains an ever-inspiring figure. Whether you're a longtime fan or discovering this brilliant woman for the first time, I promise she'll live up to every expectation. Let us know in the comments below if you liked this little dive into Shana O'Hara's life. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe out there. Thanks, everyone.